Welcome back to Freely Expressing Me. Have you ever wondered what's the meaning of an expression or a phrase, and where does it come from, or what inspired that phrase or expression? I have, and as I gotten older, I realized the meaning and the origin of it. And every time I turn around, I'm just learning. When I say it, like it really sticks in my head, and that I understand, I guess, through life experiences, more of the meaning. Today I want to talk about the expression throw dirt or throwing dirt. Um, the expression throw dirt means to defame, attack, or destroy a person's character or image. And I think of it as like when you see a white dress, the dress, a clean white dress, it's spotless, there's no stain, no dirt on it, and it's kind of like, you can say the same thing as a person's character. When people think well of a person, their character is spotless, in the public image or in other people's eyes. Not to say that they're perfect, but they're of good character, they have good morals, and they're trustworthy. But when someone's character is attacked, well, that is like throwing dirt on their name, because now you put dirt on that dress. You made that dress look dingy. There's stains on it, and it's not as clean and reputable anymore. And so, and you can almost say, like, if people start to believe that, those lies, those allegations, where they're malicious, they're false, they're unfounded, but sometimes people believe it, and it sticks, and it destroys that person's image. And this is how I was initially looking at it. It's like when you throw dirt on a coffin at a funeral. During the burial, you're burying that person. They're no longer living. So when someone's no longer living, you know what that means, that they're, no longer living. I don't know if I should say the word, but and that's like their character does not bring, their character is under attack, and so their name does not bring fruitfulness to them. There's no life in it. There's, it's the opposite of that. And I think of it because, why is dirt? What's the significance of dirt? Yeah, you can throw on that person. It stains, it makes things look dirty. But there's also another meaning, because when you have assassinated someone's character, I don't know if I can say that word, but basically you ended the life of that character, that person's character. You have destroyed it. And it says, in Genesis 2:7, because remember, when we're no longer living, our body we are decomposing as we speak right now, and aging. But there is like a acceleration when there's no breath and nothing that keeps the body from decomposing. There's no life in it. So and it makes me think about how we come from, originally it says in the Bible, Genesis 2:7, then the Lord God formed man from the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. Think of also the 10 commandments. Commandment 6, thou shalt not, unlive someone. That this means figuratively and literally. I hear people say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Well, at least with sticks and stones, your body will heal. Whereas there is the emotional and the psychological effects of words that can really shape a person, how they behave. And physical harm can do that as well. But I feel like when it's not something that's visible, people tend to look over it, and it can become a bigger problem than the physical or just as big as a problem as the physical attack.
And it's important to note that when you have someone psychologically, you can control them. It's like when you have someone's mind, it's a serious, it's a whole nother level of control, because you can literally tell them what to do, how to feel, how what they can achieve, all those things. You gotta remember, God spoke this world into existence, and with the word, there's life and death. With the power of the tongue, there's life and death. And that's mentioned, that's why these 10 commandments are so important, and the sixth commandment is important, because it's not just only physical, but it's figuratively speaking as well. I have seen people who are uplifted with positive words, affirmations, and encouragement, and they can go on to do great things as long as they continue to surround themselves with great people, and they have such great mental strength. Whereas people who don't have great mental strength, who are always being cut down and disrespected, they tend to believe those lies, and it really affects how they behave. Even like when you have, I've dealt with children, and when you're treating a child in a respectful manner and encouraging them and supporting them, they tend to behave better. But when you are not so respectful, they will misbehave, they will act out.
So, but yeah, so then I was thinking about commandment number 9, where it says, "Thou shalt not give false testimony against thy neighbor." And you see that a lot in social media, the news, everywhere. And it just makes me think about how, no matter what you do, if there's some kind of image that is attached to you due to some dirt throwing, it can affect your quality of life and how people perceive you. So I just wanted to share those things. I just want to share it just to bring some wisdom to people who may already know the meaning of it, but give it a little biblical meaning to it as well, in hopes that people can be more kind to each other and more respectful to one another. And also for people who are from different countries and may not know, like, what are these phrases are, what do they mean. But yeah, I just wanted to share this one, and I have plenty more to come. I have Brazilian ones as well, so stay tuned. Take care.